In the Bad Yogi community, I get tons of questions about book recommendations. And sometimes it's specifically about yoga books, but many times it's about just books and Goodreads in general. And I know that among the community and myself, we kind of kicked around the idea of starting some kind of book club. And while we haven't put that together quite yet, I thought that I would share with you some of the books that I have been super obsessed with most recently. One of the things that I set out to do at the very beginning of this year was to read more books. Now, I've always been kind of a reader, but I fell off of that habit. I don't know, you get older, you graduate school, you get like a real life, and then suddenly these things become less important. But I've been sticking to this habit a little bit better this year, and I thought that I would share some of the books that I have been most, impressed by, most excited by, all of these good, positive adjectives. There it is. Okay. The first book that I wanted to tell you about is The Year of Yes. And it's hard to see. So this is by Shonda Rhimes, and she is the creator of all of these amazing TV shows that I'm sure a lot of us watch. So Scandal and Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder. And I didn't think much of reading it because I thought it would be kind of a fluffy, useless kind of book, but it is such an easy read and it is so motivating. So if you're in the kind of mood where you need to be pushed or kicked in the butt a little bit, definitely get this book. It will probably take you a few days to read and you'll be so glad that you did. Another one that was super amazing, and one that might be my favorite one that I've read this year so far, is by Elizabeth Gilbert, and it is Big Magic. And this is another one that I hate to use the word inspire because I think that's really overused, but it really does inspire you to go back to that thing that you used to really like to do, even though it was just for fun, like when you were a kid or when you were a teenager. Definitely read this book if you're looking to find that little tiny creative cell in your body that you want to reawaken. That was a really good one for me this year. And lastly, the other one that I didn't technically read this year, I'm rereading it now, but I read last year, was Girl Boss. Now, a lot of you might not know who this is, but she is the founder of Nasty Gal, which is a super cool kind of funky clothing company, a website online. They have a store or a couple in California now. But either way, I think she might be 30. She might be a little bit younger or older, can't remember. But she is super kind of a badass and has a cool story. And again, another one that will kind of give you a kick in the butt indirectly to figure out what you want to do and then help motivate you to actually get there. So these are the books that I have been most helped by recently, the ones that I read over and over again, the ones that I revisit and recommend to everyone that I know. So anyway, that's it for today's vlog. Let me know what your book recommendations would be, or if you have actually read any of the ones that I just talked to you about. So that's it for today. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.